Hi and welcome once again to MySQL. We're going to look at how to add new table records to our MySQL database. So this one requires you to have watched or rather looked at our previous video about how to create a new table and of course how to create a new database. So kindly check within the description for the link to that particular video so that at least you have some skills on how to add or rather create a new database and a table. So in this particular lesson, we're going to just see how to add table records within our MySQL database. So hang on until the end of this particular lesson. Happy learning.
Hello and welcome once again to this particular tutorial. So we are going to proceed from where we left in our previous videos. For those who are joining us for the very first time, kindly check within the description. I've shared with you the link to our previous videos that we talked about how to install MySQL, how to create a database, and of course how to create the various tables. So in today's tutorial, we're going to look at how to populate the various tables using MySQL. So I've already fired up my command line interface, the CMD. So let me connect straight away to my MySQL, right? So I'll use my user root and just to place my password there. So there we are. So the next thing is just to show you the available databases, and you'll figure out that you had already created. So you can say we have the learner's coach. That is what you're going to the database that you're going to use. So let's just have use learner's coach database. So database has changed, right? So we created one of the entities of the tables, and that is we gave it the name student, right? So you can see the structure of the student table. So we had nothing, so we just had the structure. So today we want to see how to go ahead and populate these various records, right, with the appropriate values. So to have these records populated, you're going to use insert into. So we want to insert into student, right? So ensure that you have the right records. So we'll have student ID. So we have student ID, separate it with some comma, first name, comma. We had also surname, as you can see, another comma. We also had age, comma, and of course we had the gender, right? So I believe those were 5 records, right? So after that, we can now have the values, right? So now we want to populate the various values. So here the values, because the first one had the data type integer for the student ID, so we can have like 1, right? There's some comma, space, then the first name right, of the student. We can have it as let's have it as John, right? Let's have it as John. Ensure that you have the quotes because it's a var character or varying character type, right? Of course we need to have the comma there, and then for the second name, right, also we can have it in quotes. Yeah, we can have Otieno for the second name, yeah, comma again, and then the age, right? The age here is in integer, I believe, right? So there's no need of actually having these quotes, so we'll just have like 23, yeah, comma, and then we have The gender you can place it in quotes. Maybe this is male, right, as you can see, right. Then from that we have the comma, right, and then close the bracket. Then the last part is to have the semicolon. Then you enter, right. Sorry, there's a problem here. This one we didn't had to. Good. Just had a small simple error there where you had a comma in the last record. So you can see we have already populated the first record. To just check, we can select, let's select all from the table itself, student. Right. Good. So you can see our first record has been populated accordingly. So you can add another record, right? So this time I just use the upward arrow to quickly change. Maybe this time we have female, right? We have a female student. Maybe age, let's say 25. The name this time is maybe instead of Otieno, now it is Atieno, or we can have a different name altogether. Let's have Wamboi, right, and maybe Anne. Then the value here will be 2, right? So we have adjusted some of the values, right? So we can proceed and enter also this particular other row is affected, and of course we can select, and we have our 2 records. So we can proceed to add more and more records within this particular table, right? So far we have seen how to create we saw how to create a particular table and how to populate that particular table with some given records. Of course, you have seen how to select the records or display the records using the select statement. So should you find this particular video interesting, feel free to subscribe. So subsequently also we are going to dive deep into understanding how the select statement is used. All right, thanks.